In this video we are going to learn the quota arrangement, right? So what is a quota arrangement? So I told you, right, what is a quota? Quota is a space, right? And arrangement, we can say it's a total. We have to divide the total requirement, right, in a percentage. So we can say quota arrangement is a percentage procurement. So quota arrangement divides the total requirement of the material among certain source of supply. You can see here, right? Quota arrangement divides the total requirement of the material among the certain source of supply, right? That is a vendor, and then assign the quota to each source, right? So this particular quota specifies just the portion of the material that is to be procured from the assigned vendor or a source. So for this we have a formula, right? You can see here quota rating is equal to quota allocated quantities plus quota base quantity. You can see here quota base quantity, right? So what is a quota rating, right? So all this formula we will discuss, right? So you can see quota allocated quantities. So quota allocated quantity is the total quantity from all orders that is procured from a particular source. So what is a quota allocated quantities, right? Total quantities, right? You got it? This Vignesh, allocated quantities means total quantities, right?
Yes, sir.
Total quantities. Now we will discuss what is base quantity, right? Quota base quantity is the quantity from a new source of supply. Means new source. Whenever you will get a new source, right, and you will get the quantities from the new source, right? So that is a quota base quantity divided by, you can see here, divided by quota. So what is a quota? Quota is the total requirement of the material that is given to a particular source of supply, right? So that is a quota. So this is the formula which is used to calculate a quota rating, right? Got it?
Yes, sir.
So there are 2-3 things we have to do. We have to set before creating quota. It is mandatory to set before creating quota is the info record, right? So what is mandatory? Info record and source list. We can see here, right? So I told you, right? So first you have to maintain a purchase info record, right? That is compulsory, right? And you have to maintain a source list. If you have not maintained a source list, right, so how we can maintain a quota? Because we don't have the list, right? So we don't have the source list, right? So you don't know the sources from where you want to procure. So if you don't know the source, then how can you maintain the quota in percentage? It is not possible. So what you have to do? You will have to first maintain the purchase info record, then you have to maintain a source list, and then you can maintain a quota. That is very important, right? So you can see here, right, that should be maintained for the particular material, right? So for a particular material it should be maintained, right? And for a particular source of supply. In a material master, how you can maintain a source list, right? You can, and a quota arrangement usage checkbox should be checked, right? So there are two checkboxes. One is a source list and another is a quota arrangement. You have to check all the checkboxes, both the checkboxes, right? And this setting can be made in material master by using the T code MM02, right? It is not MM03, it is MM02, right? In purchasing view, check the quota arrangement usage and a source list, and then you can map a quota arrangement. Got it, Vignesh? So you can see here the quota usage checkbox is there and source list checkbox is there. So you have to maintain all that both checkboxes you have to maintain, right? So what is the T code? MEQ1 is the T code. Now we will discuss here, right? MEQ1, right? But before this, what you have to do? You will have to maintain the two checkboxes. So what you will do? You will use MM02 T code and Click on select views, add the material number, select the views which you require, right? Click on organization levels, add your storage location here, click on continue, right?
Yes.
So if you land on this purchasing view, you can see here the two check boxes are there. So first you can see this one, source list, right?
Yes, sir.
And for quota you can see the checkbox, it should be there, right?
What of the goods discharge? This one, sir. Can't clear.
Right. So to create a quota, right, what we require, we require to create a PIR, right, purchase info record, right, for that particular material, this material and this vendor, right, and this purchasing organization and plant, right. So we already created the purchase info record. Then what you have to maintain, you will have to maintain the source list checkbox in a purchasing view, right. Right, this purchasing view you have to open and you have to check this source list checkbox, right. And the quota arrangement usage is not there, right, not compulsory to do that, right, so we can directly save. Now we can create a quota by using MEQ1, by using MEQ1, right. So just click enter, right. And now if you want to add the quantities, right, minimum quantity of split, right, so I will just change some date, right, so I'll add here 29/8 and minimum quantity of split, right, so it is in a percentage, right, so if you want 100, you have 100 percentage, right, so if you want to maintain in 30%, so add here 30 quantity of split. So this is the, right, you have to add the date, latter date, right, so I will add here 26, so now it is possible, right, right, you added a minimum quantity of split. Now select this this line item and click on item and add, what is a P? P is a procurement type, right, so it is an external procurement, so select F, add your vendor, right, so this vendor I have already added, so what is another vendor, Vignesh? Triple M, right,
Yes, sir.
triple M, so select a triple M vendor, right, this is your vendor. Now another vendor, right, now you have to add a quota here. Quota is a total quantity, right, total quantity is 100, right, and you have to add a maximum quantity which you have to procure from the particular vendor, so I will add here 50, right, because we have added the another 50 quantities from the another vendor, right. If you added base quantity or not added a base quantity, then automatically by using that formula which we discussed, all the things will be calculated, right. Just click on save. So now if you enter here, now you can see the 31 and 32, right, this is a quota arrangement done, right, 20 minimum quantities and 30 minimum quantities for the different vendors you maintained, right. So this is a percentage procurement. Thank you.